Hi everyone. Whoa, my hair is well, not hairing clearly. Also, there's some like background noise going in the back. Also, there's some construction work that's going on in the back, so I apologize if the camera is picking it or the microphone's picking it up. But hi everyone. I haven't come on here and just yapped talked in a while, so figured I would do that. I apologize for the way I look right now. I just worked for I don't even know how long, but plenty amount of hours, and I was just like sucked into this deep vortex of deep work. So anyways, I want to talk about how social media just doesn't feel like how it used to before, and it's kind of sad, and how I think and I petition for bringing the old social media back. And what do I mean by that? Okay, so not to get too like performative or anything, but at the expense of sounding like a performative alpha female, I don't even know if that's the right thing. Okay, anyways, I went on my feed very recently and it kind of hit me how there's like so many ads on there. Everyone's trying to sell you something, sell you a course so you can make your own course on how to make a course to teach other, I don't even know, right? Or somebody else is like selling you their clothes from their clothing brand or whatever it is. And hey, I want to talk, okay? Because I am about to launch a fragrance brand of my own, and so very soon I'm gonna be one of those people, except I would never actually post, you know, like talking videos, at least not on Instagram. That's just like my personal thing. I think in my head, like Instagram is just where the sunset photos go, the travel photos go, the family photos go, the wedding, whatever. That's where those photos go. TikTok is where, if you deem, you know, productive and useful for what it is that you're trying to do, that's where the talking videos, the building in public or whatever, the brand videos go, right? Like talking head videos go. And YouTube is also where like longer form of whatever this is, that is whatever this is goes, right? But I don't know, the way that Instagram just doesn't feel the same, and it's so heartbreaking because back in the day, say for example, right, like I had this amazing photo of me holding up a balloon, I think when I was like in high school back in like 2017. I had this really cool photo of me by the Louvre, I don't even know how to say it, by the Louvre, whatever that famous place is in Paris, and I was holding up this really cool like cutesy balloon, and I went on this editing app, I think it's called like PixArt or something, and I put like a smiley face on it, and it's very evident, you can very much tell that it's been edited and that I drew on the smiley face. But back in the day, like I didn't even care, you know what I mean? Like the way PixArt has been replaced by Face app, and the way, I don't want to say women because I've seen other people do it too, just people edit their faces and their bodies, like all these like, you know, like these Instagram models or whatever, you know, it's unreal. Why are we doing that? You know, editing used to be fun. I didn't care that the photos look edited, right? Like I didn't really care. It didn't even like enter in my head that thought that, oh, does this look edited? Does it look like, you know, I'm trying to perform or like come across a certain way? Because I was just trying to share a fun photo of me by the Louvre holding up these balloons, right? But anyways, nowadays it's like posting your edited photo on sending the photo on this group chat or to your, you know, your girlies or whatever, like, oh, do I look fat? Or oh, what about I don't have a thigh gap? Or oh, this, that. Who's looking? Why are there so many things? Why are there so many things? I kid you not, like social media so many times it's like a factory of insecurities. I saw somebody trying to sell like something that makes your filter them shorter, and I didn't even know that was a thing. Why is that a thing? What, like, why is that a thing? Like, who is manufacturing these insecurities onto these young women, young people's minds? Like, who cares? Genuinely, who cares? And who's measuring, and who's making these rules, and what are these benchmarks and standards? And I don't know, right? Social media used to be a place where people used to post cool photos they took on their trip with their parents or whoever, or photos from a weekend with their friends, or, you know, like a cool school project or a cool college trip, whatever. And it just doesn't serve that anymore. And I, for one, just either don't care to post on Instagram, or when I do post on Instagram, it's one of those like, oh, look at this cool sunset, and I'll put like a song behind it, or like, you know, like one of those like background music, and I don't care if it comes across as millennial or corny or whatever, because it's just what I'm sharing, okay? It's my photo and it's my song of choice, and it's my thing to post. Why are there so many like, do you have this, do you have that? Who cares? Genuinely, like, who's there being like, okay, she didn't check off this thing, she checked off these things, blah 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 blah. There's no checklist. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is, let's collectively not let social media be this performative thing. Whoa, my hair is actually insane. See, the fact that I'm caring so much and the amount of times I've been playing around with my hair, and okay, let me address this real quick. My hair is growing at like a really weird length, okay? Like, what is this? Don't ask me how it got to that, how it got to this level and like this length. I don't want any questions about that. Not like anybody's asking. Oh my god, like nobody's watching these. But I like to have my little like influencer moment. Another thing, okay, can I just address this quickly? I reunited with one of my high school friends, and she was like, oh my god, Arzu, you totally got lip fillers, didn't you? And I'm like, no. And also, I would never, no disrespect to people who, you know, either get them or want them, whatever. It's just not me. Like, I would not want to touch my face whatsoever. Like, this is what I was blessed with. I like it. I love it, you know? Like, a lot of people tell me I look like my dad, and, you know, some people tell me I look like my mom, and I love it. I love it. And I want it to stay like that. Like, you know, I want to carry my parents' creation face around. I don't know if that's like a weird thing to say. Who cares, right? Anyways, but you know what I've been using? Quick influencer moment again. I've been okay, this is not Rhode or anything. This is like Sephora's lip gloss. I fully walked into Sephora and I asked the person there, the associate there, like, hey, give me a good lip gloss or a lip plumper that will like really like, you know, like plump up my lips because I've got nothing. And she handed me this, and she was like, it's only like 18-20 bucks. I don't remember how much it was, but I was like, oh, that's pretty good, I'll take it. That's it. Like, and I got like, this is the shade O2 Outrageous. I thought it looked nude to me, and I like nude kind of, you know, lip glosses. So anyways, that's what I have on. I do not have any lip fillers, and no, I would never get them. But coming back to social media, I have a lot of thoughts on social media, right? Like, I at one point around college was just so fed up with it. I was genuinely like, I want to get off of it. I kept comparing myself, my relationship, my family, blah blah blah, everything that everybody else is or specific people's, and it was so exhausting, just so mentally taxing, to a point that I was letting it influence a lot of decisions in my personal life as well as my professional life. And so at one point I thought, this can't be healthy. Like, why am I letting strangers' highlights, not even real life, but highlights, strangers' highlights, or like the highlight reels of their lives, influence me in a negative way, or at that time what seemed to be a negative way? Why am I so weak. Like, how did we get here, right? And I just fell into this rabbit hole, and I discovered this incredible book. I cannot recommend it enough, especially if you want to, you know, learn more about how social media affects us humans, from everything from elections to our relationships to ourselves, everything. It's called The Hype Machine by Sinan Arul. Amazing. I might make a separate video about it, just talking about the book and my thoughts on it, but highly recommend reading that book. So that was the video, just me talking about what I think about social media. And you know, I think over time I've come to find that I found my healthy boundaries with it. You know what I mean? Like, there are some apps that I swear by, like for example YouTube. I love YouTube. I grew up watching a lot of YouTubers, and a lot of them have kind of shaped, you know, the person I'm becoming, and I, in a good way, I like to think in a good way. So YouTube's just always going to be a part of my life, and I've also always dreamt of becoming a YouTuber. TBD on that. Would love for it to happen. If it happens, hey, you never know, right? Anyways, okay, that was it. Bye.